What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Foxy. Welcome back to the Fox's Den. Getting into another reaction. We're getting into the third episode of Season 2 Tokyo Revengers. Very, very excited for this, because the first episode was just a little bit of a kind of recap. Not really a recap, but just like the utter events that happened right after Kisaki shooting and killing Chifuyu, and then Kazutora saving Takamichi. And so it was a little brief episode of staying in the present time and kind of processing everything that happened there in the present, and then right back into the past timeline right at the end of that episode. And then last episode was getting back into the flow of things in the past timeline, meeting this dude HAKAI, who actually is a really genuine person, seems really nice, really looks up to Mitsuya, which is kind of his apprentice and whatnot, and looks up to him so much so that he thinks of him as a real brother, even though he actually does have a real brother who happens to be the 10th leader of Black Dragon. And this guy is a fucking menace, bro. I mean, this dude is insane. Just came out of nowhere, clothesline Takamichi, like he was Killer Bee or some shit, lariat in his ass, I mean, god damn, bro. That shit was crazy. And as you could tell right when he got there, I mean, everybody in the gang respects him. And they know to not do shit, stay still, don't do anything unless you're told to. You can just tell that they have the uttermost respect for their boss or their leader. I mean, dude, if you thought HAKAI was tall, I mean, this guy's even taller, and he's jacked. And I already fuck with his character so much. He started walking up and he was singing this little phrase, as I crush your head and bash your skull or some shit like that, bro. Nah, dude, this dude's a menace. I really like his character, and I'm excited to see where this goes, because right at the end of last episode, he basically looked at his little brother HAKAI, who's the second. He's the vice captain of the 2nd division of Toman, and that's why he really looks up to Mitsuya. And it's pretty crazy that he's in Toman, which is a rival gang of Black Dragon. And obviously Black Dragon does not fuck with Toman, because they're fucking laying it out on Takamichi right now and can't believe that he's a captain of the 1st division. He basically looked at his little brother HAKAI and he was like, beat him to death. And HAKAI's just kind of standing there. As soon as his brother got there, HAKAI kind of froze up, and it seems like he's been dealing with this most of his life, where he feels like he can't stand up to his older brother because he's so much stronger. He's always been older, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And, is afraid what he would do if he doesn't listen to him. So I'm really excited to see how this plays out, and how they get themselves out of this situation. Is someone else going to happen to, walk by, and then they notice what's going on, and then that diffuses the situation? Maybe someone else from Toman comes into the mix of things. Or how I was saying in the post-discussion of last episode, I'm thinking maybe the sister is used to being the one that diffuses situations between a younger brother and older brother, because she's very protective of HAKAI. And obviously she's the other sibling, and she's right in the middle of the two brothers. So I was thinking maybe she's used to diffusing the situation and kind of protecting him. But then again, we don't really know how much the older brother really gives a fuck about her. I would think that he would have no other choice, or be annoyed with her standing up for him, but because it's his sister, he'd look the other way, or just be like, oh, fine, we'll get the fuck out of here, or something like that. But then again, this dude is just a savage, so I don't know, he might not actually give a fuck about that and just say, sister, get the fuck out the way, I ain't listening to you, and continue to harass HAKAI into beating Takamichi to death. So I'm very excited to see how we get out of this situation, and then where we go from there. Because second episode, we meet Black Dragon, we meet HAKAI's brother, the current leader of Black Dragon in this past timeline, and yeah, it's just shit's hitting the fan already. And one thing that I noticed, actually, that I didn't notice while I was watching last episode, but I noticed it while I was editing it. When Takamichi was thinking back to what Kazutora was telling him about HAKAI, because the HAKAI he knows in the present time, what he saw from that meeting, that HAKAI is completely different from the person that we're seeing right now. So obviously he went through some changes that made him this evil, cold-blooded person, because he used to be a really happy-go-lucky kid who was very strong and capable and talented and pretty good at everything, but he liked being free, and he obviously doesn't, he didn't, there's something that had to happen to get him to where he's at in the present timeline. But one thing I noticed that Kazutora told Takemichi in the present before he went back to the past while they were in the car, like Takemichi thought back to this moment, Kazutora said that apparently HAKAI killed the 10th leader of Black Dragon for the money or whatever, or for some money, something like that, something along the lines of that. So, and there's a key word there. Kazutora said apparently. So if that actually happened, what the hell made him go through with that? I mean, because like that means that he killed his older brother, his sibling, and still became the leader after him by simply taking control or making whoever was a part of Black Dragon submit or whatever. So how the hell does that come about, and what makes that situation happen? Because I can't really, because the HAKAI that we're seeing right now in the past timeline, I can't see him actually doing that. And first of all, why would he do that for money or whatever, and then end up taking over the gang itself? So that was a very interesting piece of information that I missed while I was watching it, but I noticed it while I was editing it, and I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, this is what I'm talking about. This show makes you think, man. It's like I said, like Takemichi's kind of like the observer or the audience, the watcher or the reader, and just like we're trying to figure it out alongside him and then see how we can change things. And it's very, very interesting to see. Like I didn't notice that bit of information that Kazutora told Takemichi. So when I saw that when I was editing it, I was like, "Yo, what? He's the one that apparently took out his brother, which is crazy because they're siblings. And right now, from what we see, HAKAI barely wants to stand up for himself against his brother. So yeah, I'm curious to see how we get out of this situation and where we go from there, and I'm loving it. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. If you guys enjoy it, please leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe if you're new. There's plenty more on the way. Let's get it. Episode 3, Stand Alone. I love his voice actor. His voice actor fits his character so well. That's literally the last thing we saw. All right, bet. Quick little 10-second recap and then into the intro. I like it. All right, let's go. Where do we go from here? See, yeah, that's what I noticed right away. Damn, the status of being the little brother of the boss of Black Dragon. He's like, that comes before Toman. Family bonds and shit, yeah. Bro, see, I fucking knew it, bro. Just as I thought, she tries to protect HAKAI, but he doesn't give a fuck. He slapped the shit out of her. Oh, dude, Takemichi's about to get the shit beat out of him. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my fucking god! Oh! Oh, is this how he is this gonna happen right away? Is this how he joins Black Dragon? Oh my god, bro. Is this actually gonna happen though, or is Takemichi gonna be like, nah, fuck that? Time has passed. It looks like that's exactly what happened. Wow. I mean, shit. No, yeah. Was not expecting that. See, this is what I was talking about. I'm glad they showed this flashback, this scene again. Yeah, how the fuck? Damn. So this is like the very early, like, first moments and how this even starts to happen. Oh my god.
そしてハッカイがブラックドラゴンを乗っ取ってトーマンに合流したらあの未来に繋がっちまう。
So somehow he needs to keep him away from Black Dragon and stop him from killing his brother.
それはなんか違うような。ハッカイがトップだろうとタイジがトップだろうとブラックドラゴンのヤバさは変わんねえ気がするし。
Yeah, like shit, right?
俺がブラックドラゴンと戦う？それは無理。やるしかねえんだ。
何ごちゃごちゃ言ってんだ？
キモミチ。
This dude just fucking farted.
お見舞いに決まってんだろ。
お前さ、隊長なんだから自覚持てよ。
竹道をボコったとなれば火種としては十分。じゃないだろう。お前は今やトーマンの隊長。
Yeah, exactly. So it's like already like a hit like on the gang itself as a whole. So they're gonna want to take responsibility and probably do something to get revenge, or you know, you can't just let that slide.
メビウスやバルハラより強えってのかよ。
なんせトーマンの結成理由が他ならぬブラックドラゴンなんだからな。
Really?
伝説のトーマン最初の戦い。
当時奴らの島に住んでいたカズトラ君と
I love the guitar in these soundtracks,
そ
bro.
のカズトラ君を助けるために仲間が集まってチームを作った。その時トーマンが潰したのは9代目ブラックドラゴン。メンツが今とは全く違う。特服を一新してメンバーを軍隊のように育て。
God damn, nah, dude. This dude is a savage, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
でも一新って全員分の特服いっぺんに揃えたらめっちゃ金かかるだろ。
大樹はただの武闘派じゃない。金持ちとつながって兵力を渡す代わりに金を得ている。
Ah,
つまり商売？
basically taking on hits.
喧嘩してるってことか？
怖どんなガキだよ。
別世界の生き物だな。
俺一人で片付ける。
お前竹道。
何言ってんだよ。
Yeah, everybody's like, you, dude, you're fucking crazy, bro. You just got your ass whooped.
竹道。
But I can see why he doesn't want to make this a problem for the whole gang in general. Because that would just start literally like war, pretty much. This is when they start riding on the bike. This is in the intro. Okay.
バジさんはさ、お前を追い詰めるためにトーマンを託したんじゃねえよ。怒ってんぞバジさん。何下向いてんだよクソ道って。
未来から来たんだ。
What?
は？
Excuse me?
何言ってんだお前。未来から来た。
そのやべえ、止まんねえ。
He's telling him everything?
マイキー君のこと、ドラケン君のこと。
Yo, I did not expect this.
千冬の未来。タイムリープ。
I did not expect this at all, bro. He's actually confiding in him and telling them all this? What is this gonna do for the next time he goes back to the present? Because he's like aware now? I wonder if this would change the power at all. The actual ability to time travel and shit. Because this is crazy. He's never done this before. This is shocking, actually. I didn't think this would happen. Yeah, literally, like, bro, what is going on?
死ぬんだな。
なんちゃって。冗談だよ、冗談。
Yeah, okay. Alright, come on, Takamichi. You son of a bitch.
なんとなく気づいてた。いや、まさか未来から来たとは思ってなかったけど。考えてみりゃ、お前は変なとこ多いし、いつもと雰囲気が違う時があったし。すげえなお前。一人で戦ってたんだろう。誰も褒めてくれねえのに。胸張れよ、竹道。大事なのは結果じゃねえ。誰も見てねえのに逃げずに戦った。俺はお前を尊敬する。
信じてくれるのか。こんな。
I guess it kind of makes sense that he actually came out with this and had to tell somebody, because eventually it's gonna eat you up, man. Like Chief, you just said, like he's been fighting by himself this whole time, trying to keep this information all to himself. the fact that he has this ability to go back into the past 12 years exactly, like, bro, this might actually be a good thing.
まだ出来たてでうまく機能していない。
運命の差だな。
ああ、ワクワクするな。
Hmm.
お前はこれから誰にも負けねえ一番隊を作るんだ。タケミッチ、俺が最後まで支えてやる。それが
Let's go, bro. He's got actually somebody that he can trust, knows what he needs to do, and someone else is going to be able to actually help him now.
これからもよろしくな。
Yes, sir.
よし。
That's what I like to see, bro. I was not expecting this. This is lit, though.
まさかハッカイがブラックドラゴン総長の弟だとはな。
知ってたんだろ三ツ矢。
ブラックドラゴンとかめんどくせ。
やるしかねえだろ。
幹部全員集まったな。
入れ。
タケミッチがうちの一番隊隊長と知った上での暴挙。つまりこれはブラックドラゴンの宣戦布告だ。
Okay, you can definitely tell the voice actor is a little different for Draken, but it's not super different. Still got like a nice deep low tone, so I fuck with it. I don't mind it.
今の10代目は別物だ。
大体よ、タケミッチはブラックドラゴンの島がわかんなくてしょうがねえとして、てめえはなんでそこへタケミッチ連れてくんだよ。
未来を変えるには、ハッカイの東満離脱は絶対に阻止するべきだ。
That's the first task. Do not let him quit. Do not let him fucking quit.
言い訳するつもりはねえ。煮るなり焼くなり好きにしてくれ。奴と兄弟である時点でその覚悟はしている。
それでいいのか。ちょっと待ったー。意義ありです。
タケミッチ。
でもどうすればハッカイの東満離脱を阻止できるんだ。
俺に策がある。まずはプラン A だ。
千冬。
See, there's two minds to actually start working together instead of him just trying to think of something desperately and then it doesn't actually work.
なるほど。
Shifu's actually coming up with two ideas and whatnot. Two minds are better than one, bro. Bro, what? This is so random, dude. This is so random.
邪魔。ふざけてんのかてめえ。
いや、全然。
It seemed like that plan did not really fucking work, bro. Seemed like plan A was just stupid as fuck.
困った時はこのメモを見ろ。
そうだ。こんな時のために千冬がメモを。プラン B。
Is this actually... Bro, what is going on?
忘れてた。こいつバカだった。
Yeah. Okay, so
なんでハッカイを止められるわけねえし。
maybe two minds is not better than one. Yeah.
どうするマイキー。
そんな顔すんな、ハッカイ。分かってっから。
タカちゃん、お世話になりました。
どうしよう。また何も。
Come on. Something's actually got to stick. You got to do actually something to convince him, or.
何言ってんだ。俺は認めねえよ。
Oh my god, and it ends right there. God damn it, man. So instead of Takemichi actually changing anything, it seems Mitsuya was determined to keep him in the game, but was that already supposed to happen? Ah, fuck, bro. God damn it. The show is so fucking good, bro. That episode felt so quick. That felt so quick, bro. Damn. Alrighty, guys. What another amazing episode of Tokyo Revengers. That was really, really good to see. In the beginning of the episode, we caught up with what we left off with Taiju basically, trying to get Hakai to beat Takemichi to death. And it turns since Hakai, obviously he doesn't really want to stand up to his brother because he's used to, fucking his abuse and has no confidence against him. To where, Taiju started beating Takemichi up himself and got, he got his ass whooped. And just like I thought, like how I was thinking in the post-discussion last episode, I was thinking like maybe like the sister's used to diffusing the situations and getting in between them since she's the middle sibling, and which she tried to do that, but just like I thought, you know, this motherfucker Taiju does not care. He slapped the shit at her and said, get the fuck out of my way. I don't care what you have to say. You know, you raised HAKAI wrong, like this is why he's soft or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy as fuck. So like obviously he does not care about his sister's well-being. So we got that answer pretty quickly, and then he continues to beat Takemichi up, and then that's where HAKAI offers to leave Toman and join Black Dragon so that he could save Takemichi from literally being beaten to death, because he was going to kill him. And this dude Taiju is a fucking menace, because apparently the ninth, we learned some backstory too on like how Toman came to be, and like how they actually like formed the Tokyo Manji gang, which ended up kind of taking out the 9th generation Black Dragon. And up until the 9th generation, they were a pretty different gang. And then the 10th generation, they completely changed. And that's thanks to Taiju for basically changing their look, their uniform, and basically building it from the ground up. Maybe still some of the old members that were left, but he completely raised them and trained them completely differently, as Chief Yu said, like basically like a military. Like they do not fuck around. They listen to him solely, and he basically sells violence, whereas you know, he knows he has connections with like pretty rich people, and if they need somebody to fucking, you know, take out or get a beating to send a message, he's the one that gets called, and he's paid for that basically to send his gang to do whatever, or maybe even himself. So that's why they actually have a, you know, pretty good foundation, and actually have some money to their name too. So that was pretty cool to learn about. And then one thing that obviously I was very shocked about in this episode is that Takemichi actually came out and told Chief Yu everything about like the power, being able to travel back 12 years exactly, you know, that he dies to Kasaki in the future, this and that. Like he told him everything. So now there's actually two people that know what the fuck's going on in the past timeline. Because the only one that knows in the present timeline is Naoto, which is the cop, right? And that's Hina's brother. But in the past timeline, Naoto doesn't know anything about that. So Takemichi, does he? I don't know if he does or not. I don't think he does, since he's a kid. I think Takemichi's had a couple moments where he just like has to meet with Hina's brother somehow, and then they just shake hands, and then he's back in the present. I don't think Naoto's very aware. So now Naoto is the one that knows Takemichi's power in the present time, and then in the past timeline, Chief Yu is the one that knows about his power. And like I was thinking, I was like, okay, this seems like a pretty good idea, because, you know, first of all, Takemichi's been, like Chief Yu said, doing this all on his own, trying to figure it out on his own, all on his own, fight all on his own. Like he's been doing it all by himself, and that's a lot to take on upon one person. And so Chief Yu was like, you know, very supportive. And it looked like it actually, you know, came out to be a good thing that he told him, because it kind of lifts a weight off of Takemichi's shoulders and his mind, to have someone that he can trust in the past timeline that knows about this stuff and can kind of help him out. But it seems the two plans he came up with, like, they didn't really fucking work at all. Very, very trolly ideas to try and stop HAKAI from quitting Toman and whatnot in the meeting with all the higher ups, or the captains of Toman, and Mikey, the commander. Very trolly ideas, did not work at all. It was funny to see, but it's very trolly. And then that's when Mikey decides to let Mitsuya decide, since HAKAI is under Mitsuya, you know, the vice captain. And that's pretty much the end of the episode, where Mitsuya, you know, is like, don't have such a sad look on your face, and HAKAI's like, what? And then, you know, he says that he enjoyed serving under him, and then Mitsuya's like, what are you talking about? And then it's basically like implying that he's not going to let him quit Toman. And so was that already planned? Was that already supposed to happen in the past timeline? And he has to, and then some other event happens later where he's like, okay, I have no other choice, I'm going to quit Toman. Or is it just different because Takemichi was the one that spoke up and at least said that he objects to this idea because he feels responsible for getting beat up and in that situation with his older brother in the first place, and feels bad that HAKAI would have to join. But first of all, that's the whole goal, is to try and keep him from not quitting Toman so he doesn't join Black Dragon, and eventually that leads down to the events that happen in the future, the present timeline of him becoming the 11th leader, killing his brother, and then like Toman being corrupted and whatnot. So very, very interesting stuff. And goddamn, dude, this show is so good. Like, these episodes are flying by, man. Like, it's like crazy how much you have to think about, how much information and stuff is just happening between Takemichi and everyone that he's around. Like, dude, it's so good. Another amazing episode. I think that's about all I gotta say. And can't wait for the next one, man. This shit is fucking gas, bro. Can't wait to get into it and see what Mitsuya actually has to say on why he thinks Hakai should stay, and then what everybody else thinks, because a lot of other people are starting to think that, you know, Hakai is like a spy, like how I thought whenever I first heard that he was the vice captain of the 2nd Division at the bowling alley. And so, you know, a lot of people have their doubts about him right now in terms of the higher ups and whatnot, besides Mitsuya, it seems like. So I'm excited to see what Mitsuya has to say. And, you know, obviously because Hakai really looks up to Mitsuya as an actual older brother. And it seems he's going to do the right thing. I just want to see what actually comes out of his mouth. So very excited for the next episode. But that's going to do it for me. If y'all enjoyed this reaction, please leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe if you're new. There's plenty more on the way. I'm going to get into My Hero next. So you guys will probably have already watched that reaction because I think I'm going to upload that before this one. But regardless, I'm getting into one more episode of that tonight, and then I'm done. But thank you guys so much for being here. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you on the next reaction. Deuces.